What you want is what is. Let me ask this question. Is what you want what is? Because if you really, and I mean really wanted things to change, if you really wanted what you really wanted, wouldn't you be striving toward it? Wouldn't you be putting in the reps to get it? In other words, if you really wanted things to change, they would. Life is what you make of it. If you wanted things to be different, they would be. If you truly wanted to change, wouldn't you? Because looking back at all the times you have changed to become the person you are right now, there wasn't debate with yourself. There wasn't should I not. There wasn't what if I don't. And even if there was, you still did it anyways. You just changed. You just said I'm doing it without even saying it. And even if there was a back and forth with yourself, it didn't last long because things changed. To go further, true change doesn't necessarily feel like a struggle. It doesn't feel like there's involuntary effort, because the ambition one has when one truly starts to change or wants to change makes the act of changing feel effortless almost. Makes it feel completely natural, as if it's part of you. And what's natural flows. This isn't to say that the change won't feel painful. Change is not going to be painless, but struggle and pain, while they may sound similar, can be very different. Struggle can feel like there's weight, like you are under pressure that you can't relieve. Now, you may still be able to go through struggle, but it doesn't feel necessarily effortless per se. Whereas when you're doing something and there's pain, it tends to mean that there's growth. And I mean pain in many forms. There will be failure, there will be embarrassment, there will be anxiety, there will be unanswered questions, etc. That means growth. There's a great quote from Austin Butler where he's in an interview and he says,
embarrassment is an underexplored emotion.
Yes.
You know, this idea of embarrassment being the thing that often keeps us from trying new things or from expressing ourselves, and the fear of embarrassment, the fear of being judged socially. Right?
I think many a men have not done something because
you don't
they're
ask the
afraid
girl
of
out because you're nervous. You don't. Oh, we got to get off.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I ask you this then. Do you want to change? And if the answer is yes, then what are you willing to sacrifice? Because change requires sacrifice. Something old is replaced by something new. Something new has to take place of something old in order for there to be any type of change in any sort of fashion. The only hard part is letting go of a familiar hell, because you would rather a familiar hell than an unfamiliar future. And this brings me to my next point, which is you are going to go through phases in life because that's part of it. People will say this is only just a phase, or in this phase of your life. And people act like that's not part of life, part of growth. Part of it is change, of going through phases so you can become who you want to become, who you're supposed to be. If people want to stay the same, let them stay the same. But I'm trying to reach my potential. I'm trying to see who I can really be. And I'm not going to do that by staying the same. So yeah, I'm going through phases. So yes, you're going through phases, and go through them with a sense of pride and an open mind. Because you are changing. Something is calling you to change. Something is bringing you to a new version of yourself, a new part of your life. And there's nothing wrong with that. So be happy about the phases you go through. Be happy about the changes you're experiencing. Because some people don't even change. Some people don't want to change. Some people don't feel something calling to them that brings them to a new phase of life and allows them to change. And to those who want to change but are scared of it, I have one thing to say. Either increase your sacrifice or reduce your desire. Because a man's worth is deemed by what he deems worthy. So don't be discouraged when you go through phases. It's part of growth. So if you want to change, either increase your sacrifice or reduce your desire. The world is yours. Dare to be great.
The other take that we kind of, I was thinking about was embarrassment is an underexplored emotion.
Yes.
You know, this idea of embarrassment being the thing that often keeps us from trying new things or from expressing ourselves, and the fear of embarrassment, the fear of being judged socially. Right?
I think many a men have not done something because
you don't
they're
ask the
afraid of
girl out because you're nervous. You don't. Oh, we got to get off.
Oh, okay.
All right.